Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Romani. A few days ago, I made a video about why looks matter and how improving your looks can improve the overall quality of your life. But y'all know I cannot just give you a problem without giving you a solution. So this video is going to be how to actually improve your looks, how to upgrade your looks, and how to truly pour into yourself. I know firsthand that it can be extremely overwhelming when you are trying to fix everything at once and you feel like you have no idea where to start. And that's exactly why I created this video, to give you a plan. And of course, I want to be so clear that you are not improving and upgrading your looks because you hate your looks or you hate yourself. You are working on your looks because you love yourself and you love to see yourself evolve. This is about intention and care for ourselves, not disdain and hatred for ourselves. So just make sure when you are starting this glow up plan that you are approaching it, I don't want to say the right way because who's to say I'm right, but just make sure that you are approaching it from a space of non-judgment and a space of self-love. As women, it's really time for us to start committing more to ourselves. Society has conditioned us to care about everything outside of ourselves. Society has taught us to prioritize having a husband, having a boyfriend, having children, having a job, hustling, being this girl boss, but we never truly are taught to care for ourselves on the inside and the outside. So it's time for you to make a commitment to caring for yourself overall and really putting some effort into your overall appearance, no matter what that looks like to you. It doesn't have to be a set routine that everybody is following. It only has to work for you, and it only has to make you look and feel good. As long as you look and feel good, you're absolutely on the right track. A common theme for why I'm seeing women say that they cannot commit to their looks is them being busy. And trust me, I understand we have a lot to juggle. Just like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, you might have a family, you have a business, you're in school, you have a job. At the end of the day, nothing will ever be as important in your life as you. If you are not showing up as your highest and most best self and you're not feeling confident, all those other things don't even matter because they're going to fall by the wayside. And no, I'm not talking about doing full-on glam every single day. You see, I don't even have on makeup, but I'm just talking about taking some extra time to really pour into yourself, even if you do feel busy. If you are busy, then you need to start carving out time, whether that is waking up 15 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour early to do what you need to do. Gone are the days where we are just saying, I'm too busy to care about myself, and we're just letting ourselves fall off. Yes, you might be busy. Yes, there's still other time in the day. You're never too busy to make sure that the body, this vessel that you're showing up in every day, is at 100%. You don't want to walk into life being subpar. So I really want you to take a moment to think about, am I putting 100% in every day that I wake up? And 100%, again, is subjective to you. For me, that is, am I brushing my teeth every morning? Am I washing my face? Am I moisturizing my face? Am I kind of like grooming my eyebrows? Am I doing something with my hair? Are my nails done? Am I putting on something that makes me feel good? Do I smell good? Those are the things that make me feel my best. So you just need to think about what makes you feel your best. At most, you need to be clean. So you need to be brushing your teeth. You need to be washing your face, making sure that there's nothing on your face, like really just not rolling out of bed and walking into the world. If you've never just rolled out of bed, then you're probably like, who is doing that? There are a lot of people who just roll out the bed and just walk into the world. It's not a bad thing. You just have to learn. And now that you're learning and now that you know better, it's time to do better. Do not just roll out the bed, put on some clothes, and just walk outside and start talking to people when it's crust in your eyes, you ain't brushed your teeth, and you haven't moisturized at all. Like, just do not do that. So what I'm trying to say is just put effort into you. Okay, so me, I'm a type A girly, so I have to plan literally every single thing. I've always been like that. I have to plan my days. I just have to plan everything, and I have to write it down or it's not going to get done. So that is how I want you to reframe this glow up when you are improving your looks. I want you to write down everything that you want to improve. And again, these are not things that you hate. These are things that you just feel like could evolve. And I want you to be so specific, not just I want to look better, but what exactly do you want to change? For me, I realized I wanted to start getting my my nails done more because I had not gotten my nails done in so long. For a while, I had been doing press-ons, or I would just have nothing on my nails, which is okay, but I just wasn't feeling the best when it came to my hands. So my nails was something that I really wanted to work on, and I was specific with that. I want to get my nails done at least once a month, mainly because I get a French tip and I don't need to get a fill because the color is the color of my nail bed. But if you need to do it twice a month, whatever you need to do, just make sure you're writing that down. I used to have braces and I realized that my teeth have been shifting because, girl, I have not been wearing my retainer. Who wears their retainer? But I started writing down, you need to wear your retainer every single night because I don't want my teeth to be shifting. So these are the things that I want you to write down. Just some little things that you are noticing that you've probably been okay with and you're just like, that's just how life goes. But no, that's not just how life goes. If you are not fond of something and you feel like it could evolve and you feel like you could fix it and you can change it, then do that. You do not have to stay stuck wherever you are. All right. And once you have your list, I do not want you to focus on every single thing at once. I want you to tackle one thing at a time. When we are on our glow up journey, it is very easy to try to do all the things at once and then you get overwhelmed and then you start to feel discouraged because it's hard to do everything at once. So I only want you to tackle one thing. So just know that this is something that is going to be a very long process. It's not just a one weekend, a one day type of thing. This is going to be months and even years long because let's be honest, we're always going to be evolving. And now I want to split this into categories so we can focus on smaller aspects. Let's start with the body. I'm a personal trainer and a yoga instructor, so y'all know I'm always going to start with the body. And plus, I feel like that's most people's insecurity. I want you to write down what it is that you want to improve on. And again, I want you to be specific. And then under that, I want you to write why you don't have it yet. So these are the moments where we're going to be completely honest with ourselves. It's easy to think about what you want to fix or what you want to improve, but we also need to think about why am I not there yet? Because these are the habits that are going to have to go. If you know that your goal is to lose 20 pounds, but you're constantly eating processed food and drinking alcohol, then you know that that is the reason why you haven't hit your goal, and that is something that you cannot continue. So this is where you really want to research yourself and study yourself and think about why am I where I am at when it comes to my body. And if you're new to your weight loss journey, I'm going to link my 30-day weight loss plan down below. All right, let's talk clothing. It's time to take inventory of what looks good on you versus what you're not too fond of. And you don't want to keep wearing the things that you don't like, even if they are still wearable. I feel like I was stuck in that cycle of I have these clothes, even if I don't really like it, it's wearable, so I'm going to wear it. No, stop wearing things that don't flatter you and stop wearing things that you don't feel comfortable in, because we can all tell that you do not feel comfortable because your energy is showing up in a way that says you don't feel comfortable in your body. I want you to look back at some photos of where you looked and you felt your best, and then I want you to start getting more of those pieces that you were wearing in those photos. And then I also want you to look at some photos where you was like, oh, I will never wear that again, and I want you to make a mental note to never wear those clothes again, or never even wear clothes that are similar to those clothes again. And this does not mean that you have to constantly go out and buy clothes. Again, this is going to be a slow thing. Like for me, I know that I really wanted to step my shoe game up, so I've been buying like one pair of shoes here and there. And child, I don't be buying no expensive shoes. I love Ross. If you've never been to Ross, it kind of gives like TJ Maxx, Marshalls vibes. They be having shoes for like, I bought some heels and there were some wedges and they were so nice and they did not have a price tag on them. And in my head, I'm like, they're going to be $40. Girl, the discount, I don't know what happened. I think maybe the cashier messed up, but the discount brought them down to like $2.50. I kid you not. So it does not have to be anything expensive. Like you can go to different stores and try to find you a deal, but you can also just start with what you have and just use more intention. So if you know that you have some clothes that you really love, start to wear more of those clothes until you can buy some that look just like that. If you know that you have clothes that you like, girl, I hate these clothes, do not wear them, or just like wear them around the house. Stop wearing them in public, or just give them away so that you're not even tempted to wear them anymore. Since I am in the fitness industry, I do wear a lot of athleisure wear, but before I was truly investing in my looks, I would wear like mismatched sets. My sets didn't really match. Like this matches my pants right now. My socks didn't really match. Girl, it was crazy. It was crazy. I just did not care. I didn't care. I talked more about this in the other video, but I basically just didn't care. Something that I really noticed was I stayed wearing mismatched socks, and I didn't want to do that anymore for some reason. I wanted to really put effort into my socks. So I literally went to Five Below and I got a huge thing of socks, and they came in gray, white, and black. And lo and behold, I have socks now. So again, it doesn't have to be expensive, but I do just want you to start taking mental notes of things that you can change. For me, it was my socks. It was the things that I was wearing. And I slowly but surely started to change those things. I didn't buy I did buy 5 matching sets. It was from TikTok Shop. It was during Black Friday. I was gonna say I didn't buy 5 matching sets in one day, but I didn't buy, so many things in one day. I split it up over the course of months. So I know, this month I want to buy this, next month I want to buy that. And when you put yourself on a schedule like that, you're making sure that you're getting what you need, but you're not overwhelming yourself trying to get it right now. Now let's get into hair. Figure out the styles that work for you and then stick with them. I know that sometimes we want to try new styles, but only try new styles after you've mastered a go-to style for yourself. And I say have a go-to style just because you feel more confident when you are familiar in what you're doing and like what you're wearing, just because humans are creatures of habit. So when you start to form a habit, you feel confident. Same thing with your hair. When you know that your hair eats because that style is just your style, you're gonna show up just more confident in the world. For me, I have my go-to lock styles, but child, when my hair not done, I know that I go straight to this turban. So I want you to have your go-to style, and then I want you to have a backup plan. Are you going to wear a turban? Are you going to do a low ponytail? Because your hair is not going to be done all the time. I mean, maybe your hair is done all the time, but most of us, our hair is not done all the time. So when you're in between styles, what are you going to do? You always want to have a backup plan so that you're not out here looking crazy even though your hair is not done. Nails. Now I told y'all I was doing press-ons, but it honestly just wasn't working for me. They were popping off and I just was not feeling confident because I use my hands a lot. So by me getting my nails done, it made me feel a lot better because they're not just like literally popping off of my hand. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous just because I think I was letting everybody else's fear of the recession and the economy kind of like sway my judgment. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna pay for nails. Nails are too expensive, because that is what I'm seeing on social media. And I started to internalize that. I even kind of felt a little guilty as I was getting my nails done because I was like, dang, I could do these myself. But it's like, just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. And I was just like, Romani, it is okay that you budgeted to get your nails done. Like, it is okay that you set aside this money to get your nails done, because that is something that you wanted to spend it on. And that is something that makes your life easier, and that is something that makes you feel confident. And I'm kind of at a place in my life where I'm okay with paying for convenience. I still love a good deal. But not at the expense of my happiness and my confidence. If I'm going to be feeling like, oh, I gotta hide my hands because my press on just popped off, I'm not gonna be feeling my best, and I'm not gonna be showing up as my best, and I'm gonna kind of feel insecure, and that's gonna trickle into all other aspects. So me budgeting to get my nails done is something small, but it is something that helps me show up fully. So stop being cheap when it comes to yourself. You can look for a deal in certain aspects, but in other aspects, really invest and just figure out what those aspects are. For me, I know I'm not willing to invest in somebody doing my locks because I can quite literally do my hair myself. Y'all have seen the videos. I do my hair myself. As far as nails, I'm not skilled with doing nails. So when I do my nails, it just doesn't look good. So figure out those things that you know you can do. And it's like, okay, I can DIY that, and figure out those things that it just looks better when you let a professional do it, and let that professional do it and budget for it so you don't feel like you breaking the bank. And also, I do understand that the economy is the way that it is, but just do not take in other people's fears, especially when you want to pour into yourself. If you have the means to pour into yourself, then do that. And if you feel like you don't have the means, start saving until you feel like you do have the means. Because child, people will talk your ear off just about how you need to be saving and you shouldn't be spending on certain things, but those are also the same people who are spending on Starbucks every day. People will tell you what's expensive, but you just have to figure out what's expensive for me. Nails might not be expensive for you, and you might be okay with spending that. And for me, I'm just okay with spending it. Child, it wasn't even a lot. Like, I'm talking about it like it was a lot. It wasn't a lot. My nails were $70 and I got them done 2 weeks ago, and I still don't need a fill. So that was literally $70 1 month. All right, let's talk about scents. Smelling good literally changes your whole energy. I just started getting into perfumes because I am not a big fan of scented scented anything, really. Scented soaps, I can't do it. Like, I don't use Dove. I don't even like Dove unscented. Like, it's all too much for me. I am more so like a natural organic soap type of girly. So like black soap, oatmeal soap, I'm one of those kind of girls. But I have recently been getting into perfume and like investing in perfume, and I love it, and I just spray it on my clothes. As far as perfume, I have been watching YouTube videos and watching TikToks and just trying to see what other girls are recommending, and then like the scents that they are describing when it comes to that. I know that I like vanilla scents. I know I like warm scents. So when a girl says that something has vanilla in it, I know like I'm gonna put it on my list and I'm gonna buy it. And again, I don't go out and buy a whole bunch of perfumes in one day. I literally have so many perfumes on my perfumes notes list in my phone, and it's like, okay, once I budget for, you know, that perfume, then I'm gonna buy that perfume. So if I have a purchase in my mind, I am always thinking, let me put money aside. Let me not tell myself, oh, you can't get it, it's too expensive. No, just put the money aside so that you can buy it. So just start figuring out what you want to smell like, and that doesn't have to mean you investing in perfumes. That can just be some body butters. And I'm telling you, if you go on YouTube and you just start looking at, you know, the perfume and the lotion girlies, they will tell you what to buy, and a lot of times they really have some affordable stuff. So just do your research and figure out what you like. And even if I'm at Ross or I'm at TJ Maxx or something and I see some perfumes, I just like to smell different things. I like to smell them and make a mental note. Okay, I like that. Okay, I'm not too fond of that. And I don't have to buy it, but it's just letting me know what I like. And even with makeup, like have a signature makeup look. Now, y'all know I do not wear makeup often just because there is no need for me to wear makeup often. But when I go out, I do like to wear makeup. But as I've been looking at my photos, I just kind of feel a little washed out, and I have not updated my makeup in so long. Child, I've been using the same makeup for a long time, but I have not updated my makeup. So I am noticing like it's just making me look ashy, and I want to kind of look like brown and like warm under the eyes. I do not want to look light and ashy. So today I told myself I'm gonna look up some makeup tutorials, and I'm just gonna figure out what products the girlies are using. So if you want to do that for your makeup looks, I really suggest YouTube. YouTube is honestly the answer to all of our problems here. At the end of the day, just do what feels good to you. I just made this video because I want women to start putting more effort into themselves, because then you don't even have time to think about nonsense because you are so consumed with yourself. My spirit animal lately has been Tony Childs from Girlfriends. I'm on like my 7th rendition of Girlfriends. I rewatched the same old shows over again, but I just been looking at how Tony really prioritizes herself. Yes, it can be to a fault, but I was just like, dang, what if more women did that? What if more women truly prioritize themselves first? How would the world look? So we've been to figure it out. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you leave me a brown heart in the comments. You know that the brown heart is our emoji, and everything that you need is going to be in the description box below, girl. I hope you have such a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.